Spirit says, let not your troubled heart be weary. Let not your troubled heart be weary. Whatever it is that you're going through, it is only the pendulum swinging from left to right, because that's the rhythm of the universe. But when you become aware that in the downward rhythm, that is an opportunity, the greatest opportunity that you will have to create something, to tune into something greater in your experience, is when you experience the downs, the outs, the lows, the vibration that doesn't hit the frequency that you're hoping to stay at, that you feel good, the divine frequency that you recognize. But the divine frequency is always there, it's always around you. But because we live in this physical power structure, we are constantly at odds. They don't resonate together, right? But we can create a space within ourselves where the flow and the rhythm resonates with the divine, because we have opened ourselves to receive. And we have opened ourselves to receive the divine. And we're in rhythm with the law of rhythm, correspondence, the laws of nature. We are in rhythm. So when you decide that the material is more important than being in rhythm with the divine, that is when it can't be integrated. That is when it can't come together. That is when it can't be utilized together. Because you're choosing, you picked a side. You picked the wrong side. When you pick the side, when you're in that out and you're in that down, and you make a decision based off of the down that you're in a sense of fear, in a sense of concern, of people pleasing, if you make a decision from the mindset of that low, oh, you better believe it's going to be a decision of desperation. And it's going to be a decision that's going to create and tune you into another low. But the rhythm of the universe is so great that even though you did that, it's okay, because the divine is always around. The divine is always up and through here. You know what I mean? Light is all around us. So we, at any point, we could choose to actually experience the divine that comes to us. How does that look, Sage? How does that look? Like, you keep saying this stuff and you sound so esoteric. Nobody knows what you're talking about. Yes, it sounds good, but is it really good? Is it really, like, what is that you talking about? Are we talking about the same God? Are we talking about the, listen, none of that shit matters. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. How can we answer this question? What is a life experience that describes the divine? That describes, how do you choose the divine on a daily basis? You choose yourself. Oh, that's selfish. To say that someone is selfish is to label them as something that, it's like calling the kettle black, the pot calling the kettle black, because you're selfish too. I'm selfish. We're all selfish. We're supposed to be selfish, right? So that we can be selfless. How can you be selfless and survive in this world if you have not first been selfish? Right? Because selfish, you're swimming in the ocean of yourself. You have to get to know yourself, the dark corners, the light, the weaknesses, the strengths. How can you not know your army before you go into battle? You know what I'm saying? You need to know who has the strength to be on the front line. Who has trained? Have we trained? Have we done such and such? Have we done these things? Have we read books? Have we studied with our tools? Have we communed with people that are at a greater level and mind capacity than we are? Have we allowed mentorship into our lives from those that vibrate with a higher frequency, right? Have we allowed even those in the relationships to give us reflections of who we are? Have we fished inside our mind to tap into the unconscious? Have we fished? Because the thing is that when you don't fish self, then when you try to be selfless, because that's what they teach you, right? When you try to be selfless, you lose yourself because you have no sense of yourself. So be selfish first so that you can gain a sense of yourself. Don't worry about what people are saying. Don't worry about what people are doing. Don't worry about what people think. Don't worry about it. Because when you come out of that selfish space is going to be way more short-lived than you could ever imagine. Like, that selfish space is an ongoing thing. This is what I can do on a daily. I can actually I can fish through myself on a daily basis for a time period. Or I can choose. It becomes about maintenance. You get to continue to fish yourself and find out what self needs to remain in the sense of self. And then self can decide, okay, now I choose to be selfless today. I choose to be selfless, and I choose to be selfless in the way that I want to be, that I feel called to be, that I'm in reception to be. I'm following my inner guru, my guidance, because I gave that to myself to understand who I was and am. Now, I may not fully know, which is why I have to continue to fish with myself every day. And some days I fish with myself in beingness and I do nothing at all, because I want to know who I am when I'm doing nothing as well. But let's rebuke the spirit of continued consistent laziness, right? It's not laziness, that's the label. It's the resistance. It's a resistance to who we are. It's a resistance to experiencing who we are, because it's a resistance to the unknown. It's like, man, if I do this, I don't think I'm going to feel as good as if I do this right here, right now. If I do nothing, that's going to feel a whole lot better than if I do something. But what if that something that you do helps you to create more moments where you can actually relax, right? Where you can actually feel more confident in your relaxation, right? Let yourself tell yourself to give yourself what you need. I deserve what I need. I am worthy of having what I need. I am worthy. And when you realize that every day is an opportunity for you to show up for self and for others, man, you got it made. You got the rhythm. But when you get caught up in the whims of the rhythms of, let me explain something to you. Every day we have a certain frequency. In this frequency, it's like, imagine the line going like this. So you have this, and then the wave, the wave, the vibrational wave going around across the line. Now the line is cutting through, right? Each time you hit that line, you're with the divine. But you are this energetic wave. This energetic wave is flowing through you. This is the life force energy. This is what's happening. And this line, this solid line it's never changing. It's like, this is the divine. The divine is solid. There's no confusion. This is the divine, right? So this is you. You're creeping up. You hit the divine. You're like, oh, hallelujah. Or Ashe Maha Abide. You hit the divine. You feel it, right? You a little too high. You're not grounded, but you're still feeling the high, right? You're like, and then you start the descent, and you start coming down. Oh no, it's the devil. Oh no, it's the demons, it's the darkness. Oh, I can't let you win. Oh no, we got to go back up to the divine again. And then we get back up to the divine again, and we're like, oh yes, this feels amazing. Hallelujah. Start catching the Holy Ghost, speaking in tongues. You go, and then you start to hear the silence, right? And you start to hear the subtleties, and you're like, wow, this is amazing up here. Then you start feeling the descent again, and it's like, oh, she goes down again, and we get down, and we're like, this is some bull. Why can't I just stay up here? Why can't I just forever exist up here? Why can't I isolate myself and stay here? Well, that is not productive. That doesn't work. That doesn't expand us. That doesn't, we can't negate how things work. We can't negate how it works. However, the possibilities are endless within the realm that is available to your mind. So in this physical realm, a lot of people are living in the three-dimensional realm. Some move into the fourth dimension, but it's a limited view. And so what's available to you in your mind is subject to the laws of nature, the laws of pretty much you have to stay within this realm of confusion. This is a very difficult realm to exist in. There are beings from all over the galaxy that's watching this realm, and they're saying, wow, like, how do they do it? And they're wanting to know because they're like, oh, wow, like, they're dealing like, these humans are silly. Like, these humans are crazy. Like, these humans are just out here destroying themselves. Yet you have other humans that are out here that are accomplishing great feats with their vessels, regardless of the destruction that's happening. How are they doing this? How are they grow? We want to help. We want to help. We want to know. We want to see if what we're doing works. So let's help and let's send messages. Let's assist. Let's assist, because if you succeed, we all succeed. That's some of the beings out there. There's other beings that are not so, if you succeed, we succeed. It's more so, if you destroy, then a good thing will be done. And we're going to help you destroy. So there's a battle, as above, so below. There's a battle on every level. But we're just here in the physical battle of this realm. I choose to take the opportunities when I'm in the lows to understand myself, to be selfish, to fish through myself and understand who I am outside of that feeling of being divinely connected. Because the reality is that we're going to go into descent and ascend, descend, ascend. It's a pattern. It's what happens. But how low you ascend is up to you. Now, if you're going down, I'm going down. And then you get down and you get all the way down. And then you're like, oh, woe is me, woe is me. My heart is weary. I just can't take it anymore. I want to give up. And then you just keep going down, down, down. That's a long way back up, baby. It's a long way up. So our goal is not to be divine or try to be divine all the time. We're already divine. We're just dealing with the lower vibrations of existing in the physical realm. So in those lows, listen to what's happening with your life force energy. Listen to your thoughts. Listen to them and allow yourself to let those be opportunities to move yourself back into the divine, like flow back into that space of divinity, of where you feel it, right? Because remember, I said it's already there. That line is never changing. You always get back to it. But the thing is that when you're down, you just have to know that there's always it's going to go back up. And just by you knowing that keeps you from going down in the abyss of hell. That keeps you from burning yourself out in the abyss of hell, right? Now, okay, you're just scratching the surface. We're all living in hell right now. You think that when you die, you're going to go to hell? No. You're in hell right now. And your goal is to rise above it. Your goal is to figure it out. It's an experience. It's an experiment. We're all figuring it out. But we got a lot of blueprints. Lots of blueprints along the way. Lots of blueprints along the way. Lots of blueprints along the way. You know what I'm saying? You have access to tools. Sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have access to tools. So do not let a religion, do not let anything deter you from using the tools that is here. You know what I'm saying? Don't let, hold on, is that earthly power? Yes. Don't let it keep you from bringing yourself out of the abyss. Don't let it keep you in hell. Don't let the judgments keep you in hell. Don't let the lower vibrations keep you in hell. Let it help you rise. Let you float into the divine experience. And then when you go down, you know that that's okay. I'll be back up. Just down. I'll be back up. Peace.